Alright guys, this will be a video about my first impressions on Thoughts On Arunka. She's been out for more than 24 hours. I played a couple of games with her, and in my opinion, I think she's very broken. Having to attack her, hi Leo, having to attack her, being forced to attack her in RTA is very strong. And some people would say, well, I'll just use AoE units and I'll counter her. But the thing is, you could also pick units that also counter AoE units. So you pick a Arunka, you pick like a cleanser or a healer, somebody who could protect you from debuffs, someone who could protect you from AoE or punishes the enemies for using AoE, like SSB, Seaside Bellona, and this unit holds up very good. Now, it's a team-based game, so you can always pick units to pick up on other units' weaknesses. But this unit, as a standalone unit, is really good. He has a few builds coming up. Like, there's like high effect resistance Arunka with defense on like HP set, effect resistance set. There is counter set, like what I have here, which I think personally, I think the counter set is the best one for my playstyle, since the majority of the units that I pick are usually like very chunky units that do chip damage. So, and you have to hit Arunka, so she's gonna keep getting hit a lot, she takes no damage, and she's gonna keep countering, right? If Arunka counters into a squishy unit, that unit is going to take a lot of damage. And I think counter set is her best set, especially if you're running her on what the fuck do I call this? Moaz, this new artifact that's out. You could just buy this in the powder shop. Don't roll on the banner, it's bad. It is horrible. Don't roll on this banner, just buy it for 240 powder. But you could just run this artifact, or you could run Rocket Punch if you have it. The reason why this unit is so strong is because her base stats are very, very high. She has the highest base defense in the game, and she has a lot of base health. So this unit barely takes damage, especially if you run her with an Aureus Knight. So you could pick Arunka, then you could pick an Aureus Knight, and then you could pick like a healer, and this unit is like almost impossible to kill. Even if you're injuring her, if she has enough defense, she's still not gonna take a lot of damage. And you're saying, well, if I'll just build my Arunka with a lot of HP so she won't die. You don't want to do that, because you want to keep her between like 19k HP and 23k HP, because if you run her with a higher HP threshold, she will be killed by units like Gala, Lilias, and also Strays. But the thing is, right, I think Arunka's best partner is this unit right here. Empyrean, Ilanav, and Arunka together are cracked. Because what Empyrean Ilanav does is that she gives you defense and effect resistance. And if you're fighting a Gala Lilias, Gala pens defense, right? And Ilanav has penetration resistance. So if you have Ilanav on your team with Arunka, Gala is not going to be able to kill you. So I honestly think that Imperial Ilanav is like one of our best partners. Not to mention, when Arunka is hit, Ilanav is pushed up, and when Ilanav is pushed up, she could also cleanse with her S3, and she can't be targeted. So if you have effect resistance on your Ilanav and she resists, she could cleanse your Arunka, and she could cleanse your team. They're really strong together. Like, they're absolutely crazy together. But more on Arunka, let me explain to you what she does, right? So her S3, what it does is it dispels all buffs and it decreases defense. It gives you an opening for your damage dealers and support units to do damage. It gives her increased defense, which is big, because her S1 deals damage based on her defense. Not to mention, Moaz also does damage based on defense. This skill is very strong. It could one-shot squishies. Like it's actually very strong. And you don't have to build your Arunka like mines, but you want to use this as martial ball. It's a very strong skill. But in my opinion, this is what makes the unit a unit. She gets 25% combat readiness every time you hit her. So you hit her 4 times, and she's at the top of the line. She doesn't need speed. Like, I don't know what Smilegate was thinking with this unit. This unit needs to be investigated, bro. I don't know why they made this unit, but I'm not gonna lie, this unit is a hell of fun to play. At least for me, it's hella fun. She's like super strong. So they could only attack Arunka like once you have this buff up, and it can't be dispelled. So it is pretty good. And her S1, there's a 75% chance to defense break, and if you soul burn, it will drag your unit with a dual attack with the highest attack. So let's say you have an Arunka in the front and you have like a Tori or a Genua, she will drag that unit, and she has a chance to defense break as well. So it's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. This unit is so strong, bro. Like, I would like, even if you're a new player or like a player who's played for a long time, I would tell you to get this unit, unless you just don't like her or she doesn't fit your playstyle. But for me, I feel like this unit was made for me because like I like big chunky tank down units. Like I like 1 DPS setups where the tank units that I have are also like pseudo DPS units, and I have like 1 DPS or like 1 DPS and a sub DPS, you know? That's how I like the play. And this unit is like she's like a big wall, bro. She's a wall that's very hard to take down, and when you hit her, you get punished for hitting her if she counters. So my build is basically as much HP and defense as possible. My gear is not perfect. I have HP on this one, HP, crit chance, crit damage. These crit chance and crit damage don't matter on this unit. All you want is HP, defense, and effect resistance. Nothing else matters. You don't want speed, you don't want crit chance, you don't want crit damage, you don't want effectiveness. You just want defense, HP, and effect resistance. Which you're like, you only need 3 stats, right? It's kind of hard to just get those 3 stats, right? Because like if it was a mixture, you'd be like, okay, this gear piece is bad, but like this gear only has HP and effect resistance on it, in my opinion. Like these 2 stats don't matter. So if you have like a sword with like HP, effect resistance, and flat HP, that would be better than what I have on here, like this. Then you go HP. I just have HP. The speed does not matter, but I'm not changing the substat for this. This piece is good. This piece is basically perfect. It has all the stats she needs. The crit chance and crit damage on this piece is wasted, but this is the best piece I have. Effectiveness doesn't really matter, but it has a lot of HP and same stats. It doesn't matter what right side it is. Once you get two, if you could run 2 defense pieces and an HP, you could run 2 HP pieces and a defense. Once you get, like, your goal is to get 3k defense, right? That's your goal. But if you have like 2800 like me, that's also fine. The unit will still work. You could run her on counter set. You could run her on speed set. You could run her on prof set. And once you have the stats, you should be fine. I think this unit is very strong, and you should pick her up. This unit is like, she's not like unbeatable, but she is like very strong. Like if you watch my previous video, there are games of me fighting against her and winning, and me playing her and also winning. This unit is broken. Yeah, I think this unit is going to be strong unless Smilegate decides to like have a balance patch and try to take this unit out of the meta. I don't know how this unit is going to like fall off, but I think she's a good investment. And yeah, that's basically my first impressions on the unit. I hope this is helpful. I hope you all have an awesome day. If you want to see me play the unit, I'm going to be making a bunch of videos on gameplay because I'm not going to lie, playing this unit, it's the most fun I've had in Epic 7 in a while. I'm not going to lie. I like playing this unit a lot. So I'll probably make a few videos about it. And if you want to watch me live doing it, you could stop by my stream. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.